Motivation is a funny thing, and when it comes to sports, there's a wide variety of things that can motivate you. For me, the thing that motivated me the most growing up when I first started playing basketball was it was fun. I enjoyed it. It was a way to hang out with my friends, play a sport I loved, build that team chemistry and just be around a really great group of people. So for me, that was always the motivation, and it really carried me through my entire career, because to this day, now that I'm at a little bit of a different level than when I first started, it's still, to me, all about my teammates. The way I play, I try to do it in a very unselfish manner, and again, that comes back to my teammates and wanting to be a good teammate for them. I'm not gonna lie and tell you that winning isn't a big motivator also. Growing up, I played basketball all the time, and I'm not sure I can really pinpoint an exact point where I knew that I had this edge about me, where I knew I wanted to win games and do whatever it took. But I hear stories about being a little kid and cheating in games like Candyland, and I would cheat and I would scratch and I'd claw just to beat my friend in a race. So I think that trait always kind of came out in different ways. If I did have to pick a moment, there was a time in high school where I hit a game-winning shot, and it was your classic situation of 3, 2, 1, and you had to knock it in. And when that happened, it definitely gave me a confidence, and I realized the harder I worked in putting myself in position to make those big plays, the more confidence I would get, and then be able to do it over and over again. When I was younger, elementary school, middle school, even up until high school, it wasn't until probably midway through high school that I chose basketball as my main sport. I played other sports, and I see that helped me, whether it was soccer with my footwork, track with my endurance. Those things helped me. But then it came time to get serious about basketball, and that's when I realized, all right, I'm gonna have to put in the extra time. I'm gonna have to make sure I'm on top of my game. Because the one thing that remains true, whether you're in 5th grade or whether you're 35 years old, everybody can shoot, everybody can pass, everybody can dribble. But can you do those things and know when to do them? So basketball is not necessarily a game of how to, it's also a game of when to. So while you're focusing on those skills, you also want to incorporate it into game-like situations. What I wish somebody would have told me when I was growing up and started getting into basketball was, first and foremost, it's a fun sport, and you always want to treat it as such. If you're lucky enough to get, into a high school and play basketball, to get into a college and play basketball, to further your career, it'll be a job if you want it to be soon enough. So when you're playing it now, don't make it a job. Still enjoy it, have fun. Be friends with your teammates. Enjoy the aspect of going through and fighting and kind of going into battle alongside those people that you practice with every day. And at the same time, have fun. And if you feel like you're losing that fun nature, just get back to basics. There are times, even to this day, where sometimes my coach in the WNBA will say, all right guys, you know what? Let's just go play pickup. Let's just have fun. Because sometimes it can feel really heavy. So you go to your happy place, so to speak, and you remember why you started playing. Setting goals and achieving them is quite possibly the best feeling. I have set many goals, and to achieve them is really the best feeling. And it's not necessarily about the championship trophy or the ring or all those things you hear about. It's about the process and figuring out what is it going to take step by step. And in that step, or in those steps and in that process, believe me when I tell you, you're going to have some failures. And it's really those players and those teams that when they have adversity, when something happens, injury, sickness, you name it, it's those people, players, teams that if they can figure out how to rise above that, if they can embrace the adversity, not try to avoid it, can't avoid it, it's gonna happen. So those that embrace it and figure it out together as a team, how to get through it, that's when you really achieve. I'm so excited to be part of Gold Coast Sports Academy. They've given me the opportunity to have my own camp with the Sue Bird Academy, and it's just such a privilege. I can't explain this opportunity. Not everybody has a support system like I did. And to know that I'm gonna be able to give back in this way, share my knowledge, share my experiences, and hopefully help some young people out, I couldn't be happier to be a part of it. And don't forget, you can go to goldcoastsportsacademy.com and check out some tips I have just for you.